So we're going to go into
hit across.
create a program here.
Yep.
So hitting the cross. Oh,
Yep.
gosh.
So now you're in the file structure. So first you want to change your access level, because you can see that you want to press new on the bottom left, but it wouldn't allow you to. It's grayed out.
True.
So you need to have the expert
level
access. I'll guide you through.
So now we have access to more programs.
Nice. So now you hit new, and you hit module.
Hit new. Hit module.
Yep.
Module selected there.
Good. Now you should be seeing a box where you can input a name. Now you just need to type in the name for your file and call it test tab or something.
What?
Just hit it. Get bugged out or something. Press OK. Yep.
Press OK.
Now you can input the name.
Prog PH.
Good. Now you just hit OK or whatever, just try to finish off the creation.
Yep.
Yep. So now you can go into the file that you just had.
Open.
Go to the source file. Good. You could see should be 3 blocks init, and then there's SPTP home and another SPTP home. So under the init, that's when you're initializing all the variables. So gonna give you another introduction on how you should structure your program.
Yep.
You should declare your variables at the very beginning of every program.
Yep.
So it should be above the init section. And in the main body of the program, you could see 2 home, P2P home, that's point-to-point home. S, that's spline, that just means you can tune that deceleration, acceleration to blend all the points in. So in every program, the principle should always be that you should have that program go into the same position every time across all your programs. So let's say I have a program for pick and place. Should always have 1 or 2 points that your program should always go back to. So you should have a home position where that's where the robot should be starting off. When it's starting off a production sequence, it should be where it's going back to when the sequence ends. And should be having another point. It could be a staging point or whatever. That means when you're doing placing or picking, you should always go back to that same point.
Staging place.
That way you make sure that you always know where the robot should end up in.
So you always have a home at the start, home at the end.
Don't necessarily need to call it home, but yeah.
And the staging in between each pick and place.
Or you could just use one home for all. That's also fine. But the most important thing is you never want to write something like I should be picking from A to B, and that's all you have.
True.
You should be starting off from a point. It goes to A, pick up to B, and go back to that point.
Yeah.
So if you have a different program that's not doing the picking, that's doing, for example, rotation, you pick up from A, you rotate, you put it back, it's always go back to the same point as well. So that just guarantees that when you're troubleshooting, you never have an unknown point when you're running that program, and makes the testing a lot easier as well. Because when you're doing the testing, you just select whatever sub-program you're trying to execute it, should always get you back to the same point, and you can start off another sub-program using that same point, because that's the same starting point across all your sub-programs, ideally.
Yep.
Now for a more complicated project, you might have more starting points, right? Because you might have different areas that your robot is accessing, so you might be having a assembly action where you have one side being the in feed, one side being the out feed, and another side being the menu intervention area. And you might have 3 programs each for each of those zones. But for each of them, you might have more starting points, right? But for each of those zones, when you're writing those 3 programs for each of those zones, those 3 programs should have the same starting point, ideally. Yep. So So that's using the home position on the controller. That's not what we're gonna use today. I'm gonna have you writing a program that basically starts off by holding the teaching tool above the billet, and then I want you to use that teaching tool to touch the four corners, the top corners of that billet, then go back to that point. Now when you're touching that, it's not just gonna be I go from point A, B, C, D, E, then go back to A. It should be that you're pointing to A, go back, pointing to B, go back, C, go back, B, go back. Yeah.
Yep.
Or if you want to make it slightly more complicated, you don't have to go all the way up. You can have another point that's in the middle, that's slightly above all those points. That way you avoid collisions. It doesn't need to retract all the way back. So that means that's the structure of your program. So let's look into what they have on the template first. Click on the init.
Click on that.
Yeah, click on it. And on the bottom, it should be like open and close folds. Fold, bottom, middle. So that's showing you what's inside each of those blocks. So on the pendant, if you're seeing something that's in red or in a different color, it's normally because they write it in a fold. A fold just tidies up, just groups various lines of codes and then put a title to it. That way you know what those codes are doing, so that it's easier to be read on the pendant. Now if you go to SPTP, go to that one and open the fold again. So that line is a classic inline form that's created on the pendant. If you open it, you can see that it's SPTP, then it has a point called xhome, and it has a bunch of tool and bases that it's using, has a bunch of decel and other settings for that points, following the tool and the base that you're specifying for that point. So that just shows you what you'll be looking at if you create a point using the inline form yourself. Now, if you close that file, close that one out, go to that file under the same name.
This one?
Whatever in the name that you used just now, yeah. It should be empty. Yep, it is empty. It doesn't have anything there yet, but
yep.
when we do a point, you'll be seeing things getting added there in a second. So let's close the .dat file as well. Go back to the source file that you just had. Okay, now I want you to delete the two folds. So click on there and then click bottom right. It should be an edit or something, and then bottom right. Edit, yep. Then there should be a delete. You can see the whole block getting selected. Hit delete, hit yes, should be deleting it. Do the same for the next one. Perfect. Now we should start our programming using the inline. I want you to choose which billet you want to touch first. I want you to move to the starting position, and then we will begin programming.
So I've now just moved the robot towards the starting corner of this billet. Alright.
Yep, is that your starting point?
Oops. Could get a bit closer, but this will be my starting point.
Oh, starting point shouldn't be the first point you try to touch. It should be
just a bit higher.
Yeah.
I'll make
should
it a
be
bit
the same
higher.
point that you're sharing across all your movement. But that's fine. We can use that one. If you're ready, hit command. Yeah, change it.
Something like that.
Yep, that's fine. So hit command.
Alright. Hit command.
Should be a command in the mid left, bottom mid left.
Yep.
Yep. And do you see a tab called motion?
Yep.
Yeah, hit that one. It's gonna get you to select the motion type.
Yep.
Select the motion type to be PTP. So all your kukas should have, so all the kuka programs should start off with a PTP movement, because otherwise it wouldn't know where it is going at the starting point.
Yep. So
And if you don't have a
PTP.
PDP at the beginning of your program, your pendant actually wouldn't allow you to execute it.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, do you select PDP? Then you should be seeing a box.
Yep.
And then the first thing that you can input is the name. Now, name is something like whatever, but with your initials at the end. Just click that.
This one?
No. The point should be. Sorry. Yep. So you see the pick. First, you can change the movement type. You can put it to be spline to be more flexible. The first one is PTP. Let's change it to SPTP. Yep.
S.
Yep. Spline just means you can do more with it than a traditional PTP.
Okay.
And yeah, now click on the name. Now name is something.
PH home.
Good. Then there should be an arrow next to your point name. Click that arrow.
Wait, so press enter?
Yep. Should be an arrow next to your
Oh,
point
arrow,
name.
yep.
That's when you're selecting the base and the tool. Make sure you're happy with the base and the tool that you're using. I'll be using the tool and the base that you created earlier.
Tool PH. Base PH.
Very well.
Oh,
Yep, good. Now, there should be nothing else that you really need to change. A lot more of the settings will be too hard to get into them right now. Let's just try to create that point. So I want you to hit Command OK.
Command OK. The data list will be modified
What does it say?
irrevocably. Closing the SRC file will result in an automatic backup without further inquiry. Do you want to continue?
Yep. Do continue. It's fine.
Yep.
Yep. So that's the point that you just created. Now I want you to close that tab. Close that file. Sorry, not that tab. Go to the source file. Open it. Should be seeing a point that you just created on the same name.
Oh,
The
wow.
name should be having an X. You should be seeing X, Y, and Z.
X,
The
Y,
rotations.
Z.
Should be seeing the tool and the base as
Tool
well.
number.
We have a lot more parameters, but you don't really care about them right now.
Right,
Just
right,
know that
right.
they're initialized to the default.
Velocity 100.
Yep.
100 acceleration.
Yep.
Distance APO. Okay.
Well done. So now you have your first point. Good.
Wow.
Let's close that file. And let's create the second point. Now I want you to touch one of the corners.
So we go open.
Yep. Go to the oh, right now it's a bit untidy. So
Yeah.
click line 5. Click on line 5.
Line 5.
Then open that one. Hit delete. Delete. You should be seeing the line moving up. Delete. Delete.
This one?
Yes. Well, that just doesn't quite do it, does it? You can organize it on the work visual later on because it's not the most. Did you hit the right one? Let me see. Because I can't really see the screen very well. Weird. Sometimes it does that. It's alright. Yep.
Okay.
What you want to do right now is just go to the end. Beginning of the end. Yep. Let's move the robot first, and then I want you to create another PDP.
Gosh.
It's alright. You can move the robot, and you can write the commands later.
Okay.
Let's move it first, because this is gonna override that point using your current robot position.
Okay, now I'm going to move the robot to the other position. Okay, so I've moved to that corner. And now I am saying commands. SPTP.
Could do PDP first. Yep.
Oh,
Later on, we can change it to linear. let's do that. Yep. Now you want to change your point name, something that's different, something that can
1 pH.
Now select the tool and the base after you input the name.
Wait.
Yep. Make sure that it's the right ones.
Oh.
In our case, it kind of doesn't matter which tool and the base you're using as long as it's consistent, because we're not looking to changing where things are here. But if you're doing your own project, what you're choosing here will matter, because you might change the base coordinates later on. Yep, hit Command OK. Should be seeing a line getting created underneath. Yep, it's fine. Oh, it's actually in the wrong one, so that's okay. Select that, click Edit. Click Edit. Now we want to do cut. Say that we're ready to cut. Now I want you to go to the beginning of that. Yep, and then click Paste. Is it paste to the right spot? Is it paste underneath it? Is it the right sequence? It is.
Yep.
Good. So now you're good. So that's the thing about inline form. If you have your cursor at the beginning of a line, you normally expect that line to be pasted in front of that current line. Actually, it doesn't do it. It created after that current line.
Yep.
So that's just something that you will remember once you try it. So good. Now you have that point down. Now what I want you to do is copy the first line, paste it underneath the one that you just created. No, probably don't paste it at the starting. Good. Good.
Back to home.
Nice.
And then commands.
I think that's pretty good. Let's run that first without
Okay.
getting into too many things.
Sure.
At the same time, you can cancel commands.
Right.
Should be a cancel button. Yep, bottom left.
Cancel.
Yep, good. So now we're gonna practice running that one. So what I want you to do is move the robot straight up first. Don't want to get too close to a collision point. So if your program is about to have a collision, if you're running that program manually and you're about to have a collision, what will you do?
Hit the E-stop.
Yep, or just release the enabling switch. Yep, because that's gonna stop the robot immediately. So do hold the enabling right now. So right now, close that file. Close the file that you're currently in.
Close the file. Yep.
Now I want you to select the file that you just had. Don't open it. There should be another selection called Select at the bottom.
Select.
Yep. Should be seeing a yellow button arm at the very top.
Yep.
For the R, that means your program is selected. It's not yet run. So, but you are ready to run. So now I want you to hold the enabling.
Yep.
And then hold the play button. Nice. Good. What does it say? It should be saying DCO complete on the pendant.
Says program path reached BCO.
Yep. BCO, that means we're starting off from an unknown point to the beginning of your first point. So now you release the play button, press it again, should start to move. See it coming down, right?
Yep.
Good. No, you need to keep holding it.
Yep.
Good. Nice. Nice. You just did it.
Fantastic.
You
Look
should
at
be
that.
seeing the R turning red when your program is done. Or turning black.
Black. Yep. Turn black. Yep.
Yeah. Red means it's stopped. And if you stopped it before it's fully done, it's gonna show a red. But if it's black, then this means it's fully executed.
Wow.
Good. So now we're ready
First
to add in more
program
points.
complete.
Well done.
Party time. I've moved to the other corner. I'm coming back to the end of the program. I'm clicking commands. Oops. Yeah, commands. So then I could say linear.
You could say linear, yes.
LIN.
Yep. So that just means when you're having a linear in front of a point, that just means from where it was previously, when it's going to that point, it's going to take the linear path.
And it's automatically updated the name as P3PH.
Yeah, because it sees a pattern, I think.
True. That's cool. Then I'm selecting, okay, tool 5. That's also selected.
And when you after you created that point, I'd like you to go back to the DAT file to verify that everything you have done is correct, showing up on the DAT file.
Oh, I think I broke it.
You did. What happened? I didn't. Command inadmissible. Did you create that point?
I went there, press commands.
Ah, yeah. You shouldn't be selecting that.
Mm.
You ended up selecting that block.
So I've replaced that point.
So first, are you in the execution right now?
Oh,
You should be opening it if you're trying to write a file, because we hit select.
true.
So you go to the very top, click R, black R. Yep. It says cancel program. Yep. Now we close. Hit cancel. I think it was hit cancel. Yep. Now you hit open.
Because I was in select.
Yeah. Now you can write it. Not a big deal.
Troubleshooting.
This is
Commands linear P4PH. Then select this. That's good. And then it's gone in under there for some reason again. Whoops. Edit, cut, put there,
Hey Dan, how are you doing?
paste. Select that one, copy, paste. So that's going to make it go back to the home position before I teach at the next corner. So now I'm just going to move the robot over there. Now I'm in that corner. Now I'm going commands, do a PTP, P6, make sure they're selected, command OK, copy that line, put in here, back to home, then commands, now I'm going to move the robot into that other corner. So now that corner is there. And then saying commands, just do P2P. It's come up automatically as P7PH. Check the tooling, check the base, press Command OK, and then we'll just copy that home home, copy, go back to there, paste. Alright, now we're just closing that program. Now we've got it selected. First of all, just jog the robot away so there's no collisions. Okay, then we're going onto that program, pressing select. We see that the R is yellow. It's at the top. Just gonna hold the dead man switch in and press play. So we're slowly moving back to the home position. We can see we're going to the home position. Then it's gone red. So I'm pressing it again, so it's sort of stepping through. And we're only on 5% on the play button. But yeah, we're reaching that point there. Now we're stepping through. And then it's traveling across. It traveled in a... And it's going back to home. Then it's going right out to that corner. This one is a P2P instead of a linear, and it's, I think, a lot slower.
It will be, because it's not optimizing the joint movement, because it's got to keep the joints in the same orientation when it's doing the movement, so everything takes a bit more time.
Looks a bit fucking hairy. Probably should put stoppages just above it, right? But anyway.
Yeah.
So now
That's
that's reached 0.6. Now it's traveling back home. Still holding play. Everything's in motion. Now we're stepping down to 0.7. And it's coming across. This one's also P2P. That's 0.7, switch over to point home, gets home.
Nice.
Bloody beautiful, mate.